All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm always for life, nigga, this a blow. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a crippling. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I'll tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be punching business, say disloyalties and death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind fail. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like bad pal, but ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that offense a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times and it's death do us part. No. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name. So you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing. Ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it. I pity those watching life as it goes by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead, that's all I don't. Either fold or salute, my nigga. Salute, my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told him I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my houses. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack I'm surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
ain't no remorse in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch it, the next Glock I'm back, gonna be Gen 5, I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback, come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that
You ain't too, you crazy.
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Every dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gonna be no survivor. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm wrapped out, tell her watch your mouth. You know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, yeah. This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the towel. We make niggas hit the clock and what I told fire rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live a lie. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. You know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real. Every day while y'all just say watch. We making enemies our foot stores. Run no nothing by the op. It's it. One try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. Y'all want me connected out. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't wanna be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't wanna be the next to flop. Yeah. Niggas feeling themselves. Get a shovel, tell them dig the pot. Can't fit you and your man's in it. Just tell them get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call him a nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on mute, and then tell you that shit was hot. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Every dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gonna be no survivor. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is wartime. Already with the coast. That point shoot bitch. Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whisper. Is you with us or against us? Can't stop to the zone loud. I don't think you get the picture. It come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give them a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof. Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock out the book of Luke. Keep it stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose. Call my gun harmony. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like beaver troops. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Get him bars like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a car tire. It's on mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Every dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gonna be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is.
I heard they coming for blood. I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor. They better come with a mop. I'ma be making it pour. Nigga, I'm raw. Fly with the hammer like Thor. Found on my ops in the morgue. Tell them I'm four. I'ma be bombing these lanes. Understand how and war. I've been elite. Time to get back in the street. Time to get back on my feet. Had time to read. Check out, we came from the east. Wait till my dogs are released. Heard they was sleep, so we gon' wake them up. Put in the scatterload, gon' take them up. I take on anybody, think he brave enough. I've been the same, and I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit on my cellular phone. Tell me whatever he on. I took that scouter, he on them perks and that powder. Homie ain't really that strong. I'm like the dawn. Better yet, Benny King. I keep a lion head on my pinky ring. I keep a shield. One, you see everything. G43, symphony, let it sing.
You ain't too you crazy.
Boy, and all I felt was stress. Now I really know the truth, so I'm waking up the niggas.
How about you, man? Can you hear the storm, sir?
Con, I can hear you. Turn me up just a little bit. Check. Shalom. Can you hear me?
Are we good?
Con,
I hear you just fine, sir. Are you too loud or the audio too loud?
You know, I bring that thing down. You see, can you hear me, type of one? Turn a little bit.
Con, sir. I hear you just fine.
Check. We got everybody here.
So right now we got Durham, of course, yourself in Fayetteville. We got Officer 50 Akashkar. We're waiting for some of the brothers to get into the live as well.
Okay, Most High in Christ. We got Yanazar in the building.
Con, so Yanazar is in the building, sir.
Okay. All right, Most High in Christ. 1, 2. I hear you loud and clear, Yanazar.
Shalom, everyone.
Hey, shalom, Yahweh, Shema Shabbat. Are we good? We good, type of one?
Con, so we ready to roll.
All right, let's clap it up. Most High in Christ. Get a Lord a hand. Once again, we are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Operating under Commander General YAHANNA. If you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth. What is the truth? The so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the Lord's chosen people. In 2023, there's nothing more important than us waking up and knowing where we come from and who we are in this captivity that we are in under the oppressor. His name in the Bible is Esau. Idumea, Edom, however you want to put it. That's who he is. That's where he descended from. Well, the great thing about that is we're not them. So that means we are the true, you know what I'm saying, rulers of the earth. Unfortunately, we're not doing what our Father said to do. You understand? So these classes are designed for the so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Indians to wake up and learn the truth about the Bible and who they are. You understand? And we are supposed to be the example to the entire earth, man. The entire globe. Imagine that. Imagine Black, Hispanics, Native Indians being the example for the entire globe. And it's only righteous because the Lord left us the law, statutes, and commandments. We are the ones that's supposed to establish the order. And the Bible clearly states it. But when we chasing after the fantasies of the world, after the lust of the world, we in the world, but we shouldn't be of the world. We shouldn't be chasing the things of the world. You understand? But when we talk about the importance of the I.S.U.P.K, if you're just tuning in, somebody tell me anybody else that's on the face of the earth that is doing what Commander General YAHANNA is doing. Give me a name. We've seen so-called Black leaders stand up and so-called be the shepherd, the Black, Hispanics, Native Indians, and they've all failed. They've all failed. They've all come up with an idea of what they think we should or what we shouldn't do. But 9 times out of 10, it's always been rooted in some type of religion. And religion are all created by oppressors. You understand? The Lord didn't give us the Bible and say, hey, look, this is your religious book. What did the Lord say about the Bible? Right. This is the book of what? Laws. This is our history. In this book, you'll find your identity. In this book, you'll find all the answers to any problem you will ever encounter in the earth. We all hear this scripture all the time. There's nothing new under the sun. but we don't really take the time out to really understand what that means. Every opposition that you're going to face in life, the answers are right here in this Bible. You understand? That's it. The playbook is right here. This is the playbook to anything you're going to encounter in life. Any obstacle, any challenge, it's right here. You want to know how to be a better brother? Guess where it's at? It's right here. That's right. You want to learn how to be a better sister? Guess where it's at? It's right here. Right. You want to learn how to be a better son? Guess where it's at? It's right here. You want to learn how to be a better daughter? Guess where it's at? It's right here. You want to learn how to be a better husband, whether one wife or many wives? Guess where it's at? It's right here. You will learn how to be a better wife. Guess where it's at? It's right here. Right. This is the foundational tool that the whole earth misuses, and they abuse us with it. Christianity is white supremacy. You understand? Right. So that's what these classes are designed for. If this is your first time tuning into the I.S.U.P.K, you're in for a rude awakening. You understand? Right. What they say, the spin stops here. You know what I'm saying? That is what they say. So, Lord willing, Captain of 13,000, Captain 9 thought Banyamya will be into the class to, you know what I'm saying, further lead us on this war path that we go out into this nation and fight against the oppressors and any kind of obstacle that we deal with. And we're gonna rock on tonight. So I'm gonna hold a ham down until he gets in. And what I like to do, just like I don't know, just like old times sake, I like to get into a few topics. If anybody have any questions, I ask that you hold them to Captain I thought come in unless it's something pertaining to the topic that we'll go into. All right. So with that being said, Yonazar, come on and hit me with what you got, Hebrew.
1 2 1 2. Oh, Salakia, sir. Okay, sir. You know everybody know what's going on in Earth, but the thing that I wanted to bring out, sir.
Hold on.
When the Ukrainian war started.
Hold on, Yonazar. I got to do this one. I got to do this one before we go out into it. And y'all get me right on this one, right? I heard that the brother at the riverboat altercation, I heard that they charged this brother with third-degree assault. And somebody has to. I want to go into that one, Yonazar. If you got any background on that one or any, you looked up the shade room or try to find something a little bit more credible. You know, I think the shade room ran by heathens, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like spear checkers, bone. Come on with it, Thaba One.
So I got some coverage here on the particular topic.
Come on.
Can you hear me, sir?
Cut. I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
It says Alabama. Alabama riverboat dock worker involved in viral brawl charged with assault. Court records. Damian Pickett has been charged. You want me to continue reading, sir?
What is the assault for, though? Because we've all seen the video. I'm looking at it as if he's defending himself. So, does it say what the assault is, or I mean, what was that? Does it say anything about it?
Salaki, sir.
Hey, you know what? We can leave it right there. And this empire, they treat us as if we cannot defend ourselves. You might have to use another mic because that one's not working. This empire, even if you're the one that's being jumped and you're being succumbed with all type of adversity, right? How many people were this brother fighting off? At least 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? And he's fighting for his life. 6 people. Now they always say black people can't swim. Lord forbid the brother would have fell in that water. What would have been the cause of death? Would it have been his own fault? What if those 6 people, it only take one real good blow to knock somebody out. And if you fall wrong, you can lose your life. So you mean to tell me the fact that this brother is
Right.
fighting? Come on with it. With it. Hello?
Salaki,
Shalom.
sir. Get you off, sir.
I can't. Is it out? I can't hear nothing. You just hear noise. Is somebody saying something? Oh, okay. Salaki. So, in this empire, we talking about us trying to defend ourselves. You see this brother that is clearly fighting for his life, man. You see that 6 oppressors are attacking this brother for actually trying to do what's right. You talk about the public safety of everybody that's on the dock that day. He's responsible for it. Oftentimes we hear the oppressors teach us all the time or say things like, be responsible for your job, make sound decisions, follow the protocols that are set in place for its safety, right? And do you have a brother that actually does that? And then guess what? The oppressor wants to circumvent what's already there. Is that not his nature? You can have a standard already set in place, and we all know it. But an oppressor shows up, and guess what he thinks? He's mightier than what's already in place. He thinks he's better than every other thing that's in front of him, let alone that Negro that want to tell him not to do what he's trying to do. You understand? That's what we're facing every single day in this earth. Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, if you're trying to live a righteous life in I.S.U.P.K, we know the woes that we have to deal with day in and day out when we have to deal with these oppressors. They go around laws and bend laws and break laws and undermine laws. They always have to find this what? Loophole. How is it that they always find the loopholes to get around things, but when they come to Black, Hispanics, Native Indians, you don't get that same liberty. You don't get that at all. Runner Isley didn't pay his taxes. Guess what he had? In that can. Wesley Snipes, Blade. How you gonna send Blade to jail for not paying his taxes? You send Blade to jail? You seen Undisputed? What's the other one? Demolition Man? How you send Demolition Man to prison? But you see all the other oppressors and how they go around paying taxes, Bunk, y'all. How they find quote unquote loopholes, how they write off everything. Why is that? What is that thing with us that we don't know those loopholes? Because those loopholes, truthfully, are not designed for us. That man had every right to fight for his life. Unfortunately, he was a Negro, and we're not supposed to fight. We're supposed to get sold on auction blocks and go into the fields and work sun up to sundown and not say a goddamn thing. Well, there's a new breed in earth, and the truth is in the earth that the only way we get any type of freedom is to stand up and fight. Now, this fight that we learning to fight today is not a physical fight. It's a spiritual fight. You understand? First, you have to war with yourself. You have to learn how to war with yourself. And if you can overcome your lust, the thing that you want, the things that make you feel good, then you can be a better brother, a better sister, a better husband, a better wife. We overcome those things, and guess what? Those things allow us to be closer together. That way, things like the riverboat, all of us, it should be every Black, Hispanic, Native Indian standing up right now the moment we heard those charges. The moment they came out. Because you think about it, all the other nations, that was a police, a Chinese police officer that killed a Black man in New York. They came out and protested the murder of this brother, man. And guess what? If I'm not mistaken, did that police officer get off? Didn't they give him like a misdemeanor? Come on, Bunky, y'all. What you holding, brother?
Sir, if I may,
Salaki, sir. Obviously, Yanazar has some background on it.
Come on,
Salaki, sir, if I may.
Come on, Yanazar.
He was convicted of the crime, but the Brooklyn DA, which was a brother, gave him no jail time.
No
He
jail
didn't
time.
need jail time, but he was found guilty of manslaughter, I think, in a second-degree manslaughter, but he didn't do any time. The Brooklyn DA, which was a brother who coincidentally died 2 months later, Salakia,
Right.
he gave him no jail time, sir.
Right. And that was because of the protest that his people did, if I'm not mistaken, right? The controversy that it caused because they were saying, well, you did this to this brother, you got to pay for it. And they said his life was in danger. Come on with it.
No, Salakia, sir. I was just going to say the Brooklyn DA, he had citywide aspirations. So he just wanted to make sure that, he could run for mayor and get, some Asian support. But unfortunately, and you can look this up, he died a few months later after this incident. He died.
Oh. Hello. Well, we're comparing it. We're comparing like the oppressor, these different oppressors, these heathen nations are allowed to say that they're in fear for their life and be able to get off scot-free. But when it comes to our lives, it's like, no, it don't matter what type of adversity you face. You understand? You're not allowed to defend yourself. You understand? You're not allowed to fight back. A cop can be hitting you across the building, hitting you across your head. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. I'm not. He looks like a big, bad black man. Come on.
So, like, if I may, sir, I got the elements of assault in all 3 degrees.
Okay.
So the first degree assault is intentionally inflicting fear of serious bodily harm or intentional infliction of fear of injury caused by a deadly weapon.
Mm-hmm.
That's first degree assault. Second degree assault is knowingly inflicting fear of serious bodily injury or knowingly inflicting a fear of injuries with a deadly weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Third degree assault is reckless infliction of fear of serious bodily injury or recklessly causing a fear of injury through the use of a deadly weapon. So my question is, did he use Alabama Slammer? Was he one of them, brothers? It was
his skin color was what they was in fear of about. The color of your skin is what make them fear us so much. The spirit that we have as Black, Hispanic, Native Indian is what they fear so much. They fear us actually coming together and being able to do something righteous. You understand? But guess what? Mike Vick went to how long Mike Vick did in prison for some about 5 years, right? Everybody know what Mike Vick went to prison for?
Mm-hmm. Like it, sir.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. That microphone. Come on, Top One. I get
dog fighting, right?
Yeah, come. You see that? But you defend yourself, you're charged with a crime. You can be charged for defending yourself in this empire, man. All right, Yanazar, go ahead and drop what you was about to say, brother. I don't know if anybody had actually slowed down and took a look at the story. I just want to talk about it, go over real quick. Yeah, I'll read that for me. Quadon.
Come, it's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Had a what?
A perpetual hatred.
Because you have had a perpetual hatred. Go ahead.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Shed the blood of who?
The children of Israel.
So then this was happening, right? When you talk about something that's perpetual, it means what? To be ongoing, right? Forever. What? Day after day, night after night, week after week, month after month, year after year. Right? It being perpetual, right? They had a perpetual hatred. You know, you get mad at something for maybe a few hours, a few days, or something like that. It's not ongoing. But the way the oppressor looks at us is forever ongoing. While we're trying to find a way to appease him, he has a perpetual hatred towards us, man. So you're trying to get a smile out of him. What you don't know is y'all ever seen Karen smile? Y'all seen a Karen in the run smile? Y'all know how the oppressor smile when you see him. They do this. Hey. Y'all ever seen that smile? What it's a real quick one, Bunky, y'all. I learned to just turn around and look at them when they do it. When they be at the sleigh, they be like, hey. They jump. So, man, why you always messing with these white folks, man? Cause they messing with me. Right. They take the liberty to come in and find the small thing to show that they really hate you. And if you're not careful, and if you don't recognize the truth, it'll go right over your head. See, you don't understand the type of game that beasts play. You understand? Beasts had a tendency to play with their food. You understand? They look for soft targets or easy come up. I'm none of that. Brothers in I.S.U.P.K. are none of that. Sisters in here are none of that. Our babies are none of that.
Yes.
We're not soft targets in here. We teach our babies from young. Hey, don't stand up for the flag. And they ask them, we give our children answers to say.
Salaki, sir.
Come on with it.
Salaki, sir.
Who was that?
I believe Captain I.S.U.P.K. is ready to roll, sir.
Oh, it's a Most High in Christ. And with that, I'm gonna turn the class over and preach the prophet of the Lord, Captain of 13,000, Captain I.S.U.P.K. Bunyami. Clap it up.
What's going on, Akim? Shalom.
Shalom. Yahweh Shema Shabbat.
Shalom. Yahweh Shabbat. Shalom. Shema Tabashima Shai. How you all doing? You all good?
Come one con, sir. We two up, sir.
How you all doing in hell? What is hell doing for you?
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yes, sir. We in hell.
Ain't too hot. Go ahead.
Not yet, sir.
All right.
But we having some fun in hell too, though.
For sure.
If I may, we have, because you know what I'm saying, like I be getting out my popcorn watching them kill each other. Only thing I can't take too much is when they show the people in the hospital getting blown up. It's hard for me to enjoy that. But the other parts, like when they drop the bombs and stuff, it's like La Yashala, you know.
Yeah. Well, what can you do? You know what I mean? Brothers and sisters, they you know what I mean? You want to do something about the war? What should blacks and Hispanics do about this war? If they really want to help, you know what I mean, the Arab brothers, right? And their Jewish brothers. What should blacks and Hispanics do?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Serve the Lord.
Yeah. Why? Because why?
Because serving the Most High will put us in rulership.
Give me a precept.
I think it's Proverbs. When the righteous rule, when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people mourn.
That I'll take that. Pull it for me. I'll take that. All right. Another precept.
I got it. Hold on. Give me 1 second, sir.
Shalom, brother.
Give me the one in
this is Proverbs.
Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Right? When the righteous are in what? In authority. All right. But for you to be righteous, what we need to be doing, we need to be studying this Bible. We need to be doing what the Lord said to do. You understand? More and more churches going up, yet and still, people are still in mourning. We're still in mourning. Like you go ask somebody who's going to church, what should they be doing right now? And what you think they're gonna say?
Salaki.
For those of you who did ask, what you think? What did they say?
Pray.
Yeah, pray. You understand? Pray. All right. Pray that what? Pray for what? What we should pray for?
Peace.
Yeah, peace. All right. And that's because we don't have the proper guidance over us. We don't understand. We truly do not understand the Lord. You understand? We do not understand the Lord. We think the Lord, you know what I mean, is some, you know what I mean, somebody who compromises. You understand? When he does not. Right? Go on. Read on.
Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Mm-hmm. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people what?
The people mourn.
Like what you're seeing going on the earth right now. You understand? Everybody is in mourning right now. Right? It's just that your mourning push all the way down to the bottom of the barrel right now. You have what? The Israelis on top. After the Israelis is who? Who the mourning for after the Israelis?
The Palestinians, sir.
Salakia, sir.
Uh-huh.
The Ukrainians.
Yeah, Ukraine. Then after Ukraine come who? Taiwan. Then might be the Palestinians. Where we at? We at the bottom. You understand? We at the bottom. Like, when last we hear about these babies being in cages on the border? When last we hear, what was the last time we hear about these Mexicans? What they doing to our Mexican brothers? Our Haitian brothers who's trying to come across the border? You ain't hearing nothing about them right now. You know what I mean? And their life is in more living hell than what's going on right now in the Middle East and what's going on right now in Ukraine and Russia. You understand? And that's because what? The wrong person is in rulership. Give me I think it's Deuteronomy 22 and 31.
Salakia, sir.
Come my part got it, sir.
Go ahead.
You said 22 and 30, sir?
31, I believe, or 32.
22 and 30.
Hold
on. From what it looks like, it says it just goes up to 30. My Bible, my sword.
Yeah, go ahead. Start it there then.
Yeah, it's only a 30.
So I think he's saying that the last verse is 30.
Okay, hold on. Let me get it.
Yeah, it just goes up to 30.
Okay, hold on. Then it could be 21. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Where it say a foolish nation. Sorry, it's 32. Deuteronomy 32 and 21.
Colonel Wakanda, sir. 21. Colonel this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 21. They have moved me to jealousy, Salakia, with that which is not God.
Right? They have moved me
to anger.
Who's speaking here?
Vanities.
Hold on. Hold on. Who's speaking here?
The Lord, sir.
The Most High.
Yeah, there's the Most High right here. And he's saying they. Who's the they?
The children of Israel.
Yes, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right? Not your fake Jews. The real Jews. They have moved the Most High to what? To jealousy. Read on. Who reading for me? Tabon, you hear me good?
So we have like a delay. There's like a delay.
Salakia, sir, I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 21. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not Salakia, that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities.
All right, with their vanities, meaning what? What we anger the Lord with? Just think about what's going on in the Black community, Hispanics, and Native Indian community today.
Salakia, sir. We're chasing after things that don't mean anything. Like it's not anything that He asked us to do.
Yes, meaning what you chasing after is in no way and shape going to bring Christ back.
Come on.
You understand? So if you're chasing after what? Money, that ain't bringing Christ back.
Right.
You understand? Chasing after a car, you're chasing after a career. Those things are not going to what? Bring Christ back. You're trying to sign with a music label. That ain't bringing Christ back. Right? Not to say you can't aspire to get some of these things, but don't let that be the number one thing on your mind. Don't let that be the thing that gets you up in the morning, that drives you in the morning. You understand?
Come on.
Right? Read on.
Come on. And I will move them to a jealousy with those which are not a people.
With those that are what?
Are not a people.
So we have people who are over us that are what?
Not a people.
Right. The Palestinians and the so-called Jewish nation are what?
Not a people.
According to the Lord. All right. And it does not mean that he is that they're not people, meaning they're not human. You understand? It just means what? What does the Lord mean when he say they're not a people?
It's a lot here, sir. Not our people.
I'll take that, but give me a little more.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
The Most High don't recognize them.
The Most High what?
Don't recognize them, sir.
Yes, well, what does the Most High recognize them as?
As no people.
Yes, which means they are what?
So like,
come on.
So like I said, he says that they're a beast.
Yes, they are beasts. You understand? They are beasts. Remember the Bible said we are prey to all the beasts of the field, right? They're not a people. That's why black people crying out for what? What black people crying out right now for?
Justice.
Not justice. We're not crying out for justice. Right now, what we crying out for? Huh? What we crying out for right now?
So like it, sir, we crying out praying for Palestine and Israel.
Yeah, we're crying out for a ceasefire because we see those babies, you know what I mean, in fully clothed with blood. You understand? We see them babies with dirt in the mouth. Them babies on the table that they had to pull out the incubator. We're seeing those things and we're feeling something for them. That empathy, that sympathy for them. You understand? But they don't feel that for each other. Right? They don't. Or else they wouldn't treat each other like that. You understand? Right? They are behaving like what? Like beasts, like animals. That's just thirsty for what? Blood. Right? You kill 10 of mine, I'm gonna kill 100 of yours. You understand? Unalive, I should say. You unalive 10 of mine, unalive 100 of yours. And back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's war, right? But at the end of the day, there's rules, right? And they don't follow no rules. Both sides ain't following what? No rules. You understand? Read on.
I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation.
I will what?
I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation.
All right, you angry at the Hispanics or the Mexicans for coming across here and taking your jobs? When your anger should be directed to who? To your oppressor. You understand? He's the one you should be angry with. He's the one that what? Had you in chains for over 400 years and counting, right? Not the Mexicans. The Mexicans trying to survive just like what? Me and you. You should be angry at your oppressor, right? And what does the Bible say about us being angry?
Salaki, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Oppression maketh a wise man mad. And what? And what again?
And a gift destroyed the heart.
Yeah, but more so on anger.
So you're talking about where it says be angry and sin not?
That's it. You understand? Them two go hand in hand. Be angry, should be angry at your oppressor. You understand? You should be angry at your oppressor for the state you're in. Why? Why you should be angry? Why? You could be in the Caribbean. You could have been on the moon ark. The oppressor getting blamed for your hardship. Why?
So like itself, I made like whole existence is, basically on making that the children of Israel living in hell, like and that he believes in everything he, created himself about is making sure that we are destroyed, that we don't serve our God.
Yeah. A little more. Remember, I think Zion, you was going into it early on in the class too, where you was talking about the brother who I think he was I forget, a captain or something.
Yes, sir.
Right. And he has to defend himself, but in defending himself, he gets a 3rd-degree assault.
Yes, sir. Come on.
You understand? Which lets you know what? That you have no power in this place. You don't have power to him what, as General was saying, to defend yourself.
Right.
You don't. The so-called oppressor gun rules somehow is totally different to our gun rules.
Come on.
I don't know it. I don't understand it, but that's how it is because we are oppressed. And if black people could see that the Palestinian have it way better than us, they will start to wake up. And why do I say the Palestinian have it better than us?
Salaki, sir.
Salaki.
Go ahead. I know who was going to answer. I think Zion or somebody else. Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you. I'm Tabo One.
Come on, sir. Salaki, so on that topic, I guess that's the question is like, somebody might say, well, you see these videos, I'm saying, a little Palestinian babies and they all got, I'm saying, all kind of debris and dirt on them and blood and hospitals getting blown up and so on. And somebody, might say, well, we living good in America, even in the projects. You know what I'm saying? I've heard people try to say that too. I've heard people try to say like, oh man, living in the projects in America is better than living in, Cameroon or Nigeria or in some place where there's a civil war going on. So
why are they saying that?
Well, so like if I could, so what they, they say things like in some third world country or Africa or what have you, you live in the projects, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, every project ain't the same, but it's like you might have running water. You know what I'm saying? You go to school to get on the bus, you live your life. You probably, you eat, so on. Like, you may not be living in, Beverly Hills, but you got a place or a roof over your head, so on.
Right. Tabo One,
they see that in the third world countries, they don't even.
Tabo One.
Sorry, sir.
You hearing me? Maybe I don't know if you all somebody want to use the phone or something for you all to hear, because I think is it happening for everybody else? Am I giving a delay for everybody else?
So we hear you loud and clear, sir.
Nah, sir, I'm good in Charlotte.
Okay.
Salaki, so we'll figure something out and do them. Salaki, sir.
No, it's okay. This is what to do. Try taking off the camera. Just take this camera off and just go off the audio and see. And see if that'll work. You could hear me?
It's like, I can hear you, sir. We just stopped our camera. Does that help, sir?
No, it's up. Is for you all. Meaning, are you all still hearing a delay?
Khan, I think it's still a delay because when I talk, it's like you responded kind of late. So Salaki, so we'll try to refresh. And figure
one after this, right? So okay, go ahead and refresh, and when you refresh, we'll continue, right? But you all heard the question the brother was asking, right? Right? Or the statement I should say he was making, right? Now, why is that the case? Why it is black people happy or would say we have it better than the Palestinians or the Sudanese who fight in a civil war, or with Ethiopia and Eritrea who fight in a civil war? Why would they say that? Why would they make mention of that?
Salaki, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
Because we live under the oppressor.
Yeah, but you gotta give me a little more.
And this empire, they say that slavery allowed us to learn the skills that we have in this empire today. It's like slavery did us good. It allowed us to be in the positions that we're in today.
Okay. No, when I say you gotta give me a little more, you're gonna have to explain. Because this is something that black people, okay, it's to the point whereas I don't want to, if I say it, I'll give it to you. But try and understand black people. Try and understand us. Understand why we do what we do, right? Because when you go out there on the streets, you have to, okay, when you ask the question, right? You should already know what the response they're going to give based on you understanding the situation they're in. You understand? Based on the fact that you're trying to get them out of the situation they're in. You're trying to rescue them. Right?
Come on.
Right. So now put yourself, go back to that old man, because hold on, let's see what back when I'm saying, because not quite Shabakwana. Okay, understand what I'm trying to what Tabo one is asking. How are you going to respond to Israelite who's claiming that the Palestinians, we have it better than the Palestinians?
So like I said, like we don't have it better than the Palestinians, because we're not like the Palestinians have the freedom to choose what God they serve. They have the to build up their military. The military actions that they took against Israel was by their own merit. They came together as a people and decided to fight against those who was oppressing them as a people, as an identity, and as a nation. Black people have to eat whatever crumbs fall off of our oppressor's table. If we go to war with Israel or Palestine or what other country, we go to war because our oppressor forces us to go to war, not because it's in the best interest of our nation. Because if it was, then we would go to war with our oppressor for what they did for black people for 400 years. But we can't.
You on it.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
The Palestinians have it better than us because
Lahab.
Yes, sir.
There's an echo. I don't know if you have two things. Play.
Salaki, sir.
Uh-huh.
We basically don't know the value of freedom.
Uh-huh.
That's why we think we are in a better position than them.
Mm-hmm.
They have freedom, we don't.
Okay. And why? What you and Yermak saying is on the same point. But why? Come on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear better now. 1 minute, KR1. Go ahead, Lahab.
Like the scripture you just brought out earlier. We don't know we're prey, and they're not allowing themselves to be prey. Like they're gonna fight. We don't even know that we need to fight.
Yes, what you are saying is correct, but hit to the root of it when it comes to black people. So today, right? Today, 1 minute, today. If you tell black people we either follow Nat Turner or Malcolm X. I mean, not Malcolm X, but Martin Luther King. Who the following?
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King.
Why?
Peace.
Why?
They want to join the oppressor. They have an idea that they can come together for peace with the oppressor.
Slug, sir.
You're
Martin Luther King was Christian.
Hold on. I think K had one first.
The first question, sir. The reason why the Palestinians them in a better situation than we, because them have leaders. We are look out for them interests. We don't have no leaders. Our leaders serve the oppressor. You understand?
Mm-hmm. You right. Yermak and somebody else was on that same path, but are looking for something. Come on.
Okay. Before I answer, could you word? Well, Tabawan asked specifically. Could you word it how he worded the question one more time?
Okay, Tabawan. Go Tabawan.
Can you hear us in Durham now?
Hear you clear.
Perfect. Come on.
Like Christ, come on. So my question was basically, that a lot of people, they see the carnage that takes place when you watch videos of what's going on the Gaza Strip, right? You got little babies getting blown up, and you know what I'm saying. You're seeing all this kind of really harsh violence, death, and so on. And so just with that, people will look at us saying, "Oh man, we live in rough in the ghetto," and they'll be like, "Man, the ghetto." I've heard black people, like Cap was saying, I've heard Israelites say this, like, "Man, the ghetto ain't nothing compared to what's going on in the Middle East. Ghetto ain't nothing compared to what's going on in parts of Africa," and so on. So they'll look at us because we get to hop on the city bus to go to school, or because our babies are not getting blown up in hospitals by the hundreds like them, and they'll say, "Oh man, we got it good." So they'll say, the Palestinians or whoever, if we're oppressed, then they're way more oppressed than us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do we show like, no. We're still we're the people going through it the most, despite what it may look like, because of the violence and so on in that area.
Good. You hear that right now?
Kowal, sir.
Go ahead.
Just
let Kowal take a shot at it.
Man, that's I mean, I was thinking one way when he asked it, but for one, we've been taught from slavery to not even care about our condition, like to see how destroyed we are. It's like we could be on our last leg, and we can't complain. So we'll look at somebody else's babies being unalive, and we'll have a sympathy for them and not our own people, because that's like a slave mind. Like I say, we sick. Like we can't even concentrate. Even the second line dance in Louisiana, you can't even cry and mourn for our own dead. You gotta dance and sing because of it. Like we can't even be sad. We've been taught to just treat our condition as if it's nothing. Palestinians had their own land. They're not cursed by God. They didn't go through the same things we did. So they don't. They can feel sorry for their own. But we look at that like
we devalue ourselves so much. We look at their condition as it's way worse than everything we've been through. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of at the moment.
Okay, what you're saying is right, but it's I would say it's much simpler than you think it is. Right? You all given like the proper explanation for it, but it's much simpler than that. It's just simple human nature. Come on.
Like it says, they would choose.
Hold on.
They would
go ahead.
They would choose Martin Luther King because they're afraid to die.
That's it. That is it. You want to know why brothers are joining you on the streets? You're gonna get killed for what you're saying. You understand? You ain't gonna get no job for what you're saying. You understand? They will choose Martin Luther King because it's the easy way out. And how I know that? How we know that? Remember, whatever we go through in America, where did we go through it before?
In Egypt.
In Egypt. What happened to us in Egypt? Go to Exodus 16 and 2.
So you saying that we would rather go back to the flesh pots of Egypt than to have the freedom?
Why? Because of what?
So like I said. Because like we be scared to have to be alone. We won't have our oppressor to provide for us anymore.
Yes, it's like a child. You ever talk to a child, right? Maybe 6, 7, 8. Around that age. That child knows who cook for them, who cleans them, who does everything for them. Do you think that child will think about going one day without that parent or that guardian? How would that child feel? That child will feel what? Scared. You understand? That child will think, if my mom or dad is not here to take care of me, I'm going to what? I'm going to die. You understand?
Come on.
That's the. Go ahead.
I don't want to cut you off, so but I had a question on that topic.
No, go ahead.
Still on this. So, can we use, like, you know how the scriptures describe us as sheep?
Yes.
Can we use that to show, like, see, our spirit, like, you know, we're more prone to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're like sheep. You know what I'm saying? We'll just kind of follow. And so that's why it's so important for us to have a certain shepherd. Is that why to teach that like that?
Yes. We need a shepherd that is going to do what? That is going to take care of the sheep. Some shepherd lead their lamb to what? To slaughter. That's a bad shepherd. You understand? According to the Bible.
So like, if I may, out of one.
Come on.
I'm just gonna say that in the I guess like a little sitcom of Good Times, when Michael, I think Michael was James' youngest boy, his youngest son, and when anybody would call him a boy, he would say, "Don't call me a boy. That's a white man racist word." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're a son to the oppressor.
Yes. You understand? And some of us, we so comfortable in hell, and it's the Christian church to blame for it. Because the Christian church tell you, don't worry about it. When you die, you'll go to heaven. This type of garbage. Don't worry. You got to obey your master. This, that, the other. You understand? The Christian church makes black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians docile. You understand? Makes us feel comfortable in the hell that we're in. You understand? And we don't even recognize the type of hell we're in, right? Or else we will not even compare it to the Palestinians, right? The Palestinians fighting tooth and nail for their country, for their people. They're men willing to die so that they could be free. I can't be mad with that. But I ain't gonna support it. I can't be mad with that. If more so, I'm jealous. You understand? I'm jealous that these two nations have, you know what I mean, have that type of freedom. Right? Now read Exodus 16:2 for me. Right? And you know it, you ever hear people say, well, if the oppressor not gonna be in heaven, I don't want to be in that heaven. Yeah. Remember that brother Tabo one that you read about from Starkville.
Come on. So, Doc Edwards. I'll never forget.
Yeah, get Doc Edwards' words. Doc Edwards' words just summarize everything, basically answer your question. Right? But who gonna read Exodus 16:2 for me?
Yes, sir. I have it.
Come on.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 16 and verse 2.
1 minute, Shabak. Let's let us know if the audio and video still keep going on. If so, just sign in and come back. Sign out and come back in. Go ahead.
Sir, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 16 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness.
The what?
And the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness.
Why they were murmuring?
Sir.
Come on. Hold on. Yanazak, go ahead.
They were murmuring because they didn't have the luxuries that they had, that they thought they had in Egypt. They didn't have the flesh pots and the food that they wanted and the access to all the things that they were doing.
Right. And you learn all of that where? In Hebrew Academy. You understand? You learn all of that. Meaning what? You are going to have to go uncomfortable. You're going to have to feel what it is to be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Because the majority of our brothers are living in an uncomfortable situation.
Come.
You understand? If you don't know, if you don't understand that, you will never understand black people, and you will never try to understand black people. You understand? You're going to have to understand that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are in hell. And our hell is nowhere compared to what's going on with Palestine. And I'm saying our hell is what? Worse. Because if we will start to run the numbers down, pertaining to how many babies we losing a year, them Palestinians, they're good to go. You understand? They're good to go. Right? They worried about 2 million people in an open air prison. We have 2 million brothers and counting where? In a closed prison. You understand? So who have it worse? We're the richest country on the face of the earth, and we're suffering. We are full out suffering now. You go in somebody's hood, you swear Israel drop a bomb in somebody's hood. You understand? Right? Read on.
Sir, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 16 and verse 3. And the children of Israel said unto them, would to God we have died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt.
That's why it's good to show your kids what the oppressor went through to build America. Show them and explain to them we are going to have to do what? We're going to have to sacrifice also too. You understand? You know what? You all ever heard the story about what George Washington did? Somebody look that up for me. With him destroying the bridge so that the men couldn't come back. Tabon, you have the Tom of all Toms?
Come on, sir. I got not my main man, but I got Doc Edwards' words right here.
Come on.
Come on, sir. Salakia, this is from a book of slave narratives. By this time, this is about, I think, from the 1930s. I believe it was printed. This is the excerpt on Doc Edwards, who was a former slave who was born at Stagville in outside of Durham, North Carolina. It's the last paragraph. He said, when the Yankees come, they didn't do so much harm. Only they told us we was free niggas. But I always feel like I belong to Massa Paul. And I still live at Stagville on the old plantation. I has a little garden and does what I can to earn a little something. The law done fixed it so now that I will get a little pension and I'll stay right on in that little house till the good Lord calls me home. Then I will see Massa Paul once more.
Right? And this is proof that to show how much we've been destroyed.
Come.
We've been destroyed to a point whereas we don't even know how to survive. We don't even know how to live out here. You understand? If we were to break away today or tomorrow and say we are going to be independent of our own, what you think we'll be wiping our behind with after we take a dump?
Banana leaf, something like that.
If there's no banana leaves around where to drop you off,
right.
What's going to happen? You understand? Because why? We don't own a toilet paper company. We don't own anything, nothing. You understand? We cannot take care of ourselves. We are under occupation. We are still in captivity, as far as I see it. All right? We're still in captivity. Right? All our taxes, we pay all our taxes to the American government. You understand? All our taxes we pay to the American government. Well, that's you know what? What's that? You know what? That we are still in what? Captivity.
Captivity, come.
Yeah. And what Christ said, pull what Christ said, take that penny out your pocket. Right? Kwamwapa, you continue reading.
Okay, sir. This is the book of Exodus chapter 16 and verse 3. And the children of Israel said unto them, would to God we have died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt.
And that's a major problem. And the oppressor know it. The oppressor knows what about some of us? What he knows?
Sluggy, sir.
Uh-huh.
That we fear death.
We fear death, yes. But he knows something else.
Salaki, sir.
Uh-huh.
He knows that we love the oppressor. We love them.
Yeah, but let's see.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Is it because like the spirit of the plantation is still in our spirit, like within us and better in our minds?
What you're saying is correct, right? But just go to the just make it simple. He knows that he could buy some of us. You understand? He knows that if he squeeze a little bit, when I say squeeze a little bit, meaning make it in a way, if you decide that you're going to open your mouth for the Palestinians, you're going to lose your job. So guess what you do? What you do? You shut up. You understand? Right. And I shouldn't bring the Palestinian in. What happened to the basketball player? What's his name? Not Amari. Yes.
Abdul Rahim.
Kyrie Irving. What's the other one? What's the other brother name?
Kanye West.
Kanye West. The other brother.
Jackson.
The other brother.
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. Right? They all said something and they all had to retract it because of what? Money. Because they could be bought. You understand? They could be bought. and the oppressor knows that. You understand? He reads the Bible, he understands the Bible, and he understands us. He knows that some people are not willing to go hungry, not willing to sacrifice their life for their brothers and sisters. Thank the Lord for Commander General YAHANNA and the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. They are. And what did the scripture say in the Psalms? What did the scripture say? Who have what Christ said out his mouth for me?
So like it says.
Go ahead.
Is it when he was? Is it Luke 22:35?
Read it for me.
It says, and he said unto them, when I sent you without purse and scrip and shoes, lacked ye anything? And they said, it's like it, and they said nothing.
Say that one more time. No, I want where he says, where Christ says,
what?
Go ahead.
My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, Cap. You talking about? You said something about a penny?
Yes.
You talking about Matthew 20:1? But the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers into his vineyard.
No, not that one. Where he said, he told his disciple, take a penny out your pocket. Whose face is on that penny?
Oh,
right? And that's to show that you go and work. You go work, but you better pay your taxes to whoever. But there's something else.
Matthew 20. This is Matthew 22:19. I'll start at 18. But Yahushua perceived their wickedness and said, why tempt ye me, ye hypocrites? Show me the tribute money. And they bought unto him a penny.
You understand? These are Christians and them who like to come up and say, yo, go get a job. Right? You're all just screaming on the corner for nothing. Right? Christians who like to say what? I can't be with you because I ain't going to eat. I want to get a job. Right. When I go look for a job, the supervisor will be seeing you and looking at me. Right? This is for them. Read.
Verse 20. And he said unto them, who is the image and subscription?
You want to know whether they're in captivity or not? Take a penny out your pocket.
Right.
Take $1 out your pocket. Who faces on it? Black people have been fighting to put that Harriet Tubman on some dollar or something.
Right.
For what? For years? And them oppressor would not. Why? Because they know what that would psychologically, what that will do to their babies. You understand? And they're waiting for the right time to really implement it. You understand? Who knows? They may never do it. Why? Because we are in captivity. You understand? And every time you take that dollar out your pocket, any money out your pocket, and you look at it, you better know that you're in captivity. Right. And that this could be taken from you anytime. All right, read on.
Verse 21. They say unto him, Caesar's. Then saith he unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto the Most High the things that are the Most High's.
You understand, you Christians? You carry ovens, right? You what's it, Nicanans? Render unto Caesar what is Caesar, but unto the Lord, you better give the Lord what is his. And what's the Lord? What belongs to the Lord?
10%.
No, not just 10%.
Well, not just that.
So like it, sir.
Obedience.
Just make it broad, which will include 10%. All right.
So can you repeat the question, sir?
What belongs to the Lord?
So like it, sir, you do.
Yes, you do. Your life. Yes, sis. Your life, you do. You belong to the Lord. You understand? and you better give him your life. Just like Christ laid his life down for his brothers, you better go lay your life down for your brothers and sisters.
Right.
You understand? But you Christian will not. You Christians will be the first one to say, what? Nah, let's go join the military. Let's go do this. Let's go fight to uphold this kingdom while his kingdom is falling. And you'll be shocked that you are wrong according to the scriptures. You'll be shocked to know that you're wrong. You understand? To hell with the Jewish nation, to hell with the Palestinians. They have their nations, they have their leaders, they have the land that they're on to call their own. What you have somebody over you making your rules, telling you where you could go stand in line to get fed. You understand? That ain't life, Akim. That ain't life, Aquath. Remember what the Lord said in Ecclesiasticus. Your life is not worth anything if you're depending on another man's table. That's how you know we are worse off than the Palestinians.
Right.
You understand? They do not want to depend on the Israelis. You understand? The Israelis, I don't know if you all heard, but during the war, I think it was either within a week, right? There were Palestinians working for below minimum wages in Israel. Israel kicked them out. You understand? Kicked them out. Put them on the streets and told them they have to go back. Send them into the war zone. You understand? Like, we gonna have to know what some type of suffering is. You understand? We're gonna have to know that type of suffering.
Right.
And suffering for your people. Let's do it together. Let's suffer together. You understand? Don't be the one to be, well, my kids had to eat, so now I had to go sell drugs.
Right.
Now I have to go steal. You understand? Now I'm gonna have to turn to a life of crime. I have to be a criminal. No. We can take care of each other. We're more than capable of taking care of each other. We do not need the oppressor to tell us how to take care of each other. We have the manual, that Bible, that will teach us how to take care of each other. You understand? But the Christian church, the mosque is in the way, and they need to move out the way and just let the UPK run. You understand? Run rampant, run wild, and we'll show you. Right? Any more to that? Kowal?
That was it pretty much.
All right. Good. So render unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Render unto the American government what belongs to them. Pay taxes. I mean, if you're out there, you're running from paying your taxes, just know it's going to come one day. You're going to have to face it. You understand? Just pay it. Right? But most of all, render unto the Lord what belongs to him. Stop eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Stop celebrating Christmas. You understand? Stop celebrating Independence Day. Stop picking a side that is not your side. You don't have to pick a side, Israel. You're born with that side. You're born into your side. That's the side you should pick. All right? Give me Romans 11:4.
So, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
Another reason that we shouldn't pick sides is because with the Palestinians, they said that black people should stand with them,
Mm-hmm.
right? But we go and say, well, y'all never stood with black people. They
Mm-hmm.
say, well, but because y'all slavery is y'all own fault, y'all oppression is y'all own fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like it.
Yeah. I would tell them the same thing too. Your oppression is your own fault. You understand? And that's because I don't expect another people to understand my situation, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian situation. Why? Why? Precept.
So we missed your question, sir.
Precept. Why I would not expect another nation to love me or to love my nation? Why?
You're breaking up.
I'm breaking up.
One cancer.
You all hear me breaking up? Everybody else hear me breaking up?
Durham, you
so
good, sir.
We hear you fine in Durham, sir.
You might have to just come out and log out and then come back in K1.
Sluggy, sir.
Come on.
Because they're all Confederate against us.
That too. I'll take that. I'll take that. But there's a little more. Why? Hold on. I'll tell you where to go. Go to Matthew 6 and 24.
Come on. Book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
No man can serve two masters.
No man can what?
Serve two masters.
Yeah, you can't love your people and my people. Ain't no way that gonna happen. Read on.
Come on. For either he will hate the one and love the other.
When you tell someone that's your fault, you're in captivity, oppressed, you actually hate them. You understand? Read on.
Come on. Or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
Else he will what?
Hold to the one and despise the other.
He will hold to his one and what? Despise
the
other. Palestinian clearly despise black people.
Right.
You understand? Right? You a black man. You in the parade with the Palestinians. I'm betting you. Right? I'm betting you. Check and see if K one back in tab one. I'm betting you.
Okay.
I'm betting you. I'm putting money on it. That what? That black person, whoever is in with those Palestinians, hate black people.
That's right.
And will be saying the same exact thing that Palestinians say, just in a different way. That black person will be like, what? We are killing each other. We are unaliving each other. We are selling each other drugs. But we don't march about it. Those will be the ones with the Palestinians. You see that Uncle Tom, what's his name? Who's independent for running to be president? Cornel West. You understand? Cornel West. You understand? You don't love black people. You want to give your love to, you want to call the Palestinian your brothers. You want to call the Israelis your brothers. You all over the place. You understand? Moses showed you how to love your brother. You understand? Christ, the best of us, showed us how to love each other. You understand? All right? Give me Romans 11 and 4.
Salakis, I have it.
Come on.
This is the book of Romans chapter 11 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
But what saith the answer of God unto him?
Mm-hmm.
I have Salaki, I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
Yes. So what is Paul saying here to the Romans?
Like basically that they didn't conform like to the heathen ways or cultures of of Baal.
I'll take that. You understand? We cannot compromise anything for this truth, Akim. Cannot. You cannot. From the time if you're saying you're sympathizing with the Palestinians and you want to go march with the Palestinians, you're lost. You are compromising the truth. You understand? You are giving your love to another nation. Don't do it. Somebody I get a bad feedback from. All right. Go back to I think we was in Exodus. Exodus. Let's finish off Exodus. I think we was in verse at the end of verse 3. At the end of verse 3.
Khan, I got
Go
it.
ahead.
When this is the book of Exodus, chapter 16 and verse 3.
Mhm.
We were after Egypt, sir. We stopped at Egypt.
Go ahead.
When we sat by the flesh pots, and when we did eat bread to the full.
You understand? What we think about, what does a slave think about?
So like I said,
Uh-huh.
Surviving.
Yes. Yes, his belly. A slave thinks about his belly. He wakes up thinking about his belly. He goes to sleep thinking about his belly. You understand? And wherever he getting that easy food from, that's it. You want to know why you out at camp, you saying black people are the greatest people on the face of the earth, the best, Lord chosen people. You understand? You giving all the positives, and here comes a poor man to come and do what? Saying you speaking hate. You speaking hate. Why is he speaking like that? Why?
So like I said, because the oppressor is the one who is feeding him. That's who he gets his food from.
Yes. And the oppressor, he knows that. All right? He knows that. Right? There's one in, I think it's in Ecclesiasticus. Right? Ecclesiasticus 25 and 2. Somebody get that for me.
You said 25 and 2, sir?
Yes.
What kind I have it, sir?
Go ahead.
25 and 2 or 22?
25 and 2.
Kind I have it. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25 and verse 2. Three sorts of men my soul hateth.
Who's speaking here? This is who?
Most High, the Most High, sir.
Yes. And this is through who? I believe this is King Solomon, right?
Come on, sir.
All right, read.
And I am greatly offended at their life.
He's what?
I am greatly offended at their life.
Meaning what?
So like I said, like the way that they live.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of.
The way they're living. Right? Read on.
A poor man that is proud. A rich man.
Go ahead.
A rich man that is a liar. And an old adulterer that doeth.
You understand? And in a nutshell, what you call people like that?
Like sellouts?
In a nutshell.
Like
Sellouts, but give me a word that embodies a proud
Christian.
Yes, a Christian.
That's right.
You understand? A Christian. You understand? You have what? The rich, the poor, and the adulterer in the Christian church. You understand? Now, you think you're poor, the Lord love you? The Lord love you if you're doing what he said to do.
Right.
Right? The Lord is not a what?
Respect of person. Respect of person.
Yes, the Lord is not a respecter of persons. You understand? If you're poor, you should not eat pork. If you're rich, you shouldn't eat pork. You understand? If you're poor, right? You shouldn't have to be what? You shouldn't have to be adulterer. You understand? If you're rich, same thing. Come on.
Just a question on that topic, real quick.
Go ahead.
Salaki, so of course we the famous story of King David. King David committed adultery, correct?
Yes.
Now, of course, we know the Lord is not a respecter of person. So it's, but how would so King David committed adultery, but he's the king, so he didn't get put to death. So you know what I mean? So it's like if it was just some brother living in the slums, or just some kind of meager regular cat, more than likely the Levitical priest would have knocked down his door and put in work. But King David is the king. So
Type of one.
Yes, sir.
Type of one. There are some things in life, Ark, that is an easy way out. They put it like that.
Right.
So like sir.
Come on.
So like King David still paid for that.
Yeah, I know you said that's why I get into I.S.U.P.K. That's exactly what I get into. That's why I said what I said. You understand? Tabon, you have a son, right?
I do, sir.
How do you feel? He ever had to be? He ever had to go to the hospital?
Yes, sir. Come on.
You ever saw him laying there in pain and you couldn't do anything?
I don't want to.
How you felt?
Helpless.
No. King David lost his son because of that.
Come on.
You understand?
Come on.
So now a man losing his newborn baby, how do you think he's gonna feel? You think he's gonna? Yeah, he's gonna feel extremely terrible. He will act. He might plead with the Lord to do what? Take him. That boy didn't do anything. Take me.
Right. Come on.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
No,
Come on.
that ain't the Lord. He paid for it.
You
understand?
I understand.
All right.
Go.
So you know what I mean? He died a death there that no man wants to die at.
Right.
Nobody wants to go through that. You understand? A man would rather die himself than to see his son. If he really love his son, or his daughter, or his kids, a man will rather die for his kid. You understand? So that his kid could what? Could live. Especially if it's something that he did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You understand?
Especially
something that he did. Oh boy. I know your child paying for it. That's something you have to live with for the rest of your life.
Come on.
Come on.
I guess I don't know if this in that story Officer Tabawan was talking about. Didn't the Lord still punish him throughout his lifetime for that particular thing too?
No, it's just with the I believe it's just with that son. if you all could get the get what type of one talking about where the Lord actually punished him.
Okay,
When the Lord tell him what? I think he went, a prophet went to him and gave him a story about a man who stole I think a sheep from a poor man. And David said, bring that man before me. All right. And then he had to say, well, that man is you.
Yeah.
And that his jaw more than likely hit the floor.
Yeah, thou art the man.
Yeah, thou art the man. All right. You all are going, some of you are going to be thrust into positions where you're going to have responsibility. And because of that responsibility, you better not take advantage of any brother or any sister, or else you're getting kicked out. I'm a beg. As your mama say, I will lay down in front a vehicle of Commander YAHANNA. I'll beg him.
Right.
I'll be like, please get rid of this one. You understand? I'll beg. You understand? Like, who anybody get it as yet? Okay. I'm finding just enough here. Hold on.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
I just want to ask you a question because I tried to look up this word "doteth," and I can't find it in the dictionary. I don't really know what that means.
Spell it.
It's D-O. Wait, let me find D-O-T-E-T-H.
Duest is like is it come from duet, like you're doing like something is done, right, depending on the context. Right, spell it for me.
D-O-T-E-T-H.
D-O-T-E-T-H. So somebody might have to take care of that.
I think it's Doateth. If we speaking about the word that's in the scripture in Ecclesiasticus.
Spell it for me.
It's
D what?
Doateth.
I got the scripture too, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of Samuel, 2 Samuel, chapter 12, verse 1. And the Most High sent Nathan unto David, and he came unto him and said unto him, there were two men in one city, the one rich and the other poor. Verse 2. The rich man had exceeding many flocks and herds. Verse 3. But the poor man had nothing, save one little Salakia, ewe lamb.
Go ahead.
Which he had bought and nourished up, and it grew up together with him and with his children, and it did eat of his own meat and drank off his own cup and lay in his bosom, and was unto him as a daughter. Verse 4. And there came a traveler unto the rich man, and he spared to take of his own flock and of his own herd to dress for the wayfaring man that was come unto him, but took the poor man's lamb and dressed it up for the man that was come unto him. Verse 5. And David's anger was greatly kindled against that man.
You understand?
And he said to
his
Nathan,
his anger was what? Kindled against that man. Meaning what? That David wanted to give this brother who was dealt unrighteously justice. Right? Read on.
And he said to Nathan, as the Lord liveth, the man that has done this thing shall surely die.
You understand? Like David was going to put this man to what? Death for dealing so unbrotherly with this brother. You understand? Read on.
Verse 6. And he shall restore the lamb fourfold, because he did this thing, and because he
Read
had
on.
no pity.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7.
Go ahead.
And Nathan said to David, thou art the man. Thus said the Lord, the Most High God of Israel, I anointed thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul. Verse 8.
Go ahead.
I gave thee thy Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
And I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah. And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things.
All right, skip down to where the Lord casts his judgment on the situation.
Verse 11. Thus said the Most High, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thy own house, and I will take thy wives. Salakia. Yeah. I will take thy own house, raise up evil against thee out of thy own house, and I will take thy wives before thine eyes, and give them unto thy neighbor, and he shall lie with.
So what you were saying was correct. Lahab. Remember what you were saying? You were correct. All right. And what happened to David in his old age? Yeah, but something else happened.
Slakia,
Go ahead.
He lost his child. He had to go on a run. His son turned against him.
No, meaning specifically to what Lahab just said. Read that part one more time, Lahab.
Verse 11. Thus said the Most High, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thy own house, and I will take thy wives before thine eyes.
So you're going to raise up evil in his house.
Oh, Salaki, sir. Didn't one of his sons have sex with his wife on the roof?
Yes.
That's
because
crazy.
one of his wife was trying to usurp authority before he died. One of his sons was trying to crown himself king before David died. Right. You understand? And slept with his wife. So the Lord running down everything that's going to happen to him because of what he did to this loyal soldier. Right? Read on.
So like it, sir.
Read on. Lahab? Who have it there? I think Lahab stick.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, we can hear it now. Continue.
Yeah, and the rest of it, like it does tell you, it did tell him that the Lord was gonna punish him with his child too.
Yeah. How much more it has?
And verse 12.
Go ahead.
For thou didst it secretly, but I will do this thing before all Israel and before the sun.
And that's one thing you're gonna have to understand, Akim. You could sin what? Inside a closet. But guess what? The Lord gonna bring all of that to the forefront. You understand? And he's doing this to David. Why? Because David know better. You understand? David was put in a position to do what? To defend, protect Israel, to make sure Israel was doing what the Lord said to do. And now he is doing the exact thing the Lord said not to do. And he is what? In charge. So who was going to chastise David for doing that? The only person that could have done it was what? The Lord.
Right.
That was above David was the Lord. You understand? And he did it. You understand? Right? You doing anything that you ain't supposed to do? Stop. Stop it right now. You know what I mean? All right, read on.
And verse 14, but I guess to finalize, however, because by this deed thou hast given great occasion to the enemies of the Most High to blaspheme, the child also that is born unto thee shall surely die.
You understand? Like they was going to know why, because the captain that was over his army, I believe was Joab, knew what David was doing. You understand? And the Lord said, before this come to pass, like if it's something good that I bless, hell no, that child gonna have to die too. You understand? Yeah. So now add that to everything that happened to the tribe of Judah, meaning when Solomon came, remember what the Lord said to Solomon, because of what he promised to who? Because of what he promised to King David, he was not going to split the house. So the Lord had already told David that he was going to bring up trouble.
So like
you understand? Sir. Come on.
Oh, so because he knew that people will find out if that child would have been born, that it wasn't David's son.
He knew people already know. Hold on. He knew people already knew.
We can't hear you, sir.
I think you muted, Cap.
Joab already knew. Right? One of his captains, I believe, already knew. That's why David was sending the woman husband to the front line of the battle, the fiercest. You know what I mean? So that he could die. You understand? So they knew. Don't think you could do something in Israel and nobody ain't know. Somebody gonna know. And of course, who's going to know? The Lord. You understand? He's going to know. Right? Okay, so we good on that? Right? Yanisa, were you the word you was speaking about is DOTETH?
Yes, sir. Concert.
Which scripture are you talking about? Get the scripture.
That's the Ecclesiasticus, what was it, 25 and 2?
Yeah, go ahead and read it. Get it and read it.
I kind of want second. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25 and verse 2. These sort of men my soul hateth, and I am greatly offended at their life. A poor man that is proud, a rich man that is a liar, and an old adulterer that doteth.
All right, so hold on, hold on. Yeah. Right. And a what? Adulterer that what?
An old adulterer that doteth. Even with the A, I looked it up with the A, it's still not in the dictionary.
Right. Anybody want to take a shot at it? Anybody look it up?
I looked it up, sir, but I can't find much on it.
Officer Boncal looked it up in the root. It breaks down a root word like to dote. It just means the person that do it. It's like saying an adulterer who does it, who does it, who's an current adulterer. It's like it's just explaining that the way it's written, being translated all the time for Old English, and it's just doeth and doteth. The Boncal looked the root word up and all that stuff.
And as a verb, which is dotet, I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. Tabawan. Right? it just means they're doing it. It's excessive. It's something like, you know what I mean, almost like they like to. It's almost like something that they like to do.
Yeah,
You understand?
the continuous.
It's like it's like your Christian. Let's take a Christian church. Anything that's being done in there is being done in there in excess. They ain't just eating one crab hand. You understand? Eating the crab hand, the back, the whatever, the belly, everything. You understand?
Oh my God.
When they're smoking cigarette is a whole pack. Everything they do in the Christian church is done in excess. Everything. You understand? Right? And they say this adulterer, do it. Like it ain't just, you know what I mean, like it's almost to the point where, as I would say, lack of better terms, they enjoy doing it.
So like you said,
come on.
If I could, just piggybacking up what the brother said, I got the etymology of the word.
Go ahead.
For a breakdown. So basically, the reason why it's kind of odd is because it's just a rare spelling. You know, at those times during King James, 1600s, 1500s, a lot of times they would spell a word just a bunch of different ways. You know, it didn't really, sometimes didn't matter how you spelled it as long as it sounded right. So it's the same word as dote, as I think Officer Bunkial was saying, D-O-T-E. It's the same word.
Mm-hmm.
The etymology of dote as a verb means to behave irrationally, do foolish things, or to be or become silly or deranged. In other words, like you said, Cap, you such a sinner, you out of your mind with it. You just crazy about doing whatever nastiness you're doing, and so you are deranged with this particular thing you're obsessed with. A lot.
Yeah.
So like it, sir.
Correct.
Would another good
Go ahead.
Would another good term for that be like a habitual offender, like a habitual cycle, like you keep doing the same thing over and over, a repeat?
Yes.
Right.
You already saying you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You understand? You know what I mean? You're trying to, you know what I mean, turn her into a housewife. She wants to be a what? She wants to that lifestyle.
Yeah, Lori
She
Harvey.
just like it. Yeah.
Oh, God.
She just like it. You can't stop that. You know what I mean? All right. Where we at now? I think that was it, right? Did we finish Exodus? Read verse 4. All right. Any questions before we read verse 4?
Check it on what.
Exodus 16 and 4. Who gonna get it for me?
I like this. I have it. Whenever
Come
you're
on.
ready.
I'm ready.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 16 and verse 4. Then
Mhm.
said the Lord unto Moses, behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you. And
Now
the
this
people-
is, hold on, this is the other side of Israel that you're gonna have to understand. This is that other side of Israel. Boy, you're gonna have to really and truly, how to put it, have some patience with. Read.
Wakan. I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no.
Brother, what's that other side of Israel? You're gonna have to understand, come to terms with. You're gonna sit there and show them, you know what I mean, from the time we come out of slavery to now, that the oppressor is the devil.
Come on.
Right? But that there's another side to Israel. Come on.
So, like I said, I was gonna say, Israel can be very we're very cardinal. The cardinality sometimes will stop us from looking at things spiritually, like the lust of what we want.
Be okay. If you had to sum that up in a nutshell, what is that? What is that? What is that carnal thing about us? Go ahead.
What they call hard-headed, stiff-necked people.
That's it. That's the other side of Israel. You gotta let's understand that. You gotta understand that next side of them. We are stiff-necked. The Lord brought us out of Egypt. Make manna fall from where? From heaven. Say you're gonna take this amount every day, which means what? The Lord was making us what?
He was feeding us. He was taking care of us.
Yes, but he was making us what? It's an I word that they like to throw around.
Independent.
Yes. Look up the word. Look up the meaning of independent. Look it up quick. Tab 1, put it on the screen. The Lord was trying to make us independent. Not have to what? Not have to reminisce and think about what Egypt was giving us.
Could have been.
All right? You get tab 1?
Phone call, sir.
What does independent mean?
It's like, so what I have here from Oxford Languages: independent, free from outside control, not depending on another's authority.
So when a black woman says she is independent, who is she really saying she's free from?
A black man.
Yeah, that's all. But she ain't free from the oppressor.
Right.
Because as a people, guess what? We're not free from outside control.
Okay.
Somebody telling you that you're independent, somebody fooling you into thinking you were independent for over what? 40 years of your life, 30 years of your life, 20 years of your life. Since you were a baby in Pampers, you thought you was independent. You understand? But the Lord was actually trying to make you independent. You understand? Free from outside control. Now, guess what? Your people decide what culture you're gonna have. What as Yermak was saying, what God you're going to serve, how you're going to serve him. You understand? Like the Lord was really trying to do that. But we so hard-headed. We so want to be who we want to be that we wanted to go back into Egypt after all of that. You saw the Red Sea split. You saw the chariot following you. You saw a cloud following you, protecting you. And we still wanted to go back to Egypt. Understand that? You understand why your people love these Palestinians, love the Israelis, but don't love each other.
So like you, sir.
Come on.
I'm gonna say love Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I don't love the so-called native Indians. All right? Like, just go read the book of Exodus. Whatever happened in Egypt, and Akwath, it's going on here right now in front of us. And it's going to teach you how to deal with it. You're going to see what Moses had to go through with these brothers and sisters. They come up against Moses so much that Moses had to tell them what? Today you're going to have to choose a side. Those who are with me, get behind me. Whoever is against me, go in front. And what did the Lord do?
He separated them, didn't he?
Separated them. That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it.
He unallowed all of them.
Yeah, he unalived all of them. I think it was either 200 of them leaders.
Open up the earth.
Yeah, yes. And what got saved?
The ones that wanted to get with Moses, they follow the Lord.
No. Something got saved. beside them wicked bastards. Who remembered? I mean, let's give it for time's sake. The censer that they took, the Lord told Moses, go get them. After he then opened the earth and tossed them inside of it and alive them. Because them censers was more holy than them bastards. You leave here, Akim, that jacket stays. You understand? That name stays. You understand? You go. That jacket is more holier than you. You understand? All right? That censer was more holier than them people, than the ones that was against Moses. You understand? And black people today, we're going to have to choose what side we're on. Either you're going to be on black people, Hispanics, or Native Indian side, or you're going to be with the Israelis, or you're going to be with the Palestinians. But when Christ returns, if you're not on this side, Lord be with you. Lord be with you, whichever side you choose. You understand? And with that, any more questions? If not, I'm gonna close it out there. Any more? Anything? Sisters, brothers, you're good to go?
Live, sir.
Until next week. All right. I'm gonna pass the class over to the priest and officer who bankayal.
Come.
All right.
Clap it up. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to Captain I.S.U.P.K. Men of Israel, Majim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh by Shemi
Yahweh Shemi Shai Brakathum.
You got to tie hands down. Sar, turn to face the sisters, Majim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to our sisters. Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shema. Got them tie hands down. Your shot means to be seated. I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew. It's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation. We have a Hanukkah, December the 7th, which is a Thursday. First Maccabees, chapter 4, verses 52 through 61. The 25th day of the 9th month by the space of 8 days. We also have the Lord's Passover coming up, April 20th in Durham. Pay your Passover fee, $200 per adult. If you're 17 and above, it's $200. Get that money up. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, class dismissed.